Hey, how's it going? Today I want to talk about a small little indie game. You may or may not have heard of it. It's called Minecraft. Um, yeah, I know that joke's probably a bit overdone, but I gotta add a bit of fun to my videos, a little bit of joyous whimsy into my I don't even know what to call these podcast. Not really a podcast. I don't want to call it a talk. That sounds too formal. I don't know. Anyways, today, like I said, I'm gonna be talking about Minecraft, but not just any Minecraft, or not just any version of Minecraft, I should say. Today I'm going to be talking specifically about Minecraft Beta 1.7.8. Now, if you're at all kind of paying attention to the Minecraft community, or if you're involved in the Minecraft community, I think you may have noticed as of late a bit of a resurgence in talking about this version of Minecraft and people playing this version of Minecraft. This version has kind of a cult following. It actually has its own subreddit called r/the Golden Age of Minecraft, or I think it's just Golden Age of Minecraft. Anyways, it has a bit of a, like I said, a cult following of people who really prefer it to newer Minecraft versions. I accidentally stumbled upon this community. I don't remember how. I think it was a YouTube video. It was. I watched a YouTube video. It was a YouTube video by a YouTuber called The Homie, called "Why Do People Still Play the Beta Version of Minecraft?" And I think that they generally make more nostalgic Minecraft content, and just generally content about older versions of Minecraft and mods and texture packs and all that. So I'll leave a link to their channel in the description below, and I'll also leave a link to another YouTuber called Paladin Ryan, because their content also inspired me to create this, and inspired me to go try out that version. So I'll leave a link to both of those channels in the description, and you should go check them out because they make really cool content, especially if you want to see content about older versions of Minecraft more in depth than this probably is. So go check them out. But anyways, now to answer the question of why what is so appealing about this older version of Minecraft? I mean, by all metrics, it's technically worse, right? It's the graphics are not as smooth. Textures, are way grainier and sometimes harder to look at. They had this fog that really decreased render distances. There was no end. There's no bosses. There was only the Nether. There's really not a lot to do technically. There wasn't even creative mode, right? So the question is, why is that so appealing still when it's so much technically worse than today's version of Minecraft? And I think it comes down to a couple things, for me at least personally. I don't know, everyone has their own reasons for liking things, but for me personally, I think it comes down to a couple things. Specifically the lack of an end and just kind of any sort of story or goal. And this has been said, I'm kind of parroting other people's points from kind of the YouTubers that I just mentioned, but it's true. There is no end, but that's okay because it encourages something different. It doesn't encourage, progression by the game standards, but more by your own standards of progression, right? So if your standards of progression are, I don't know, getting enough blocks to finish a house that you really want to finish, or having a full set of diamond armor because it makes you really strong, and you like that sort of vibe, and you want to go adventure and see things. That's all completely up to you, and it's not that it's not completely up to you in the new game. Like, there's nothing that forces you to do anything, right? And that's kind of Minecraft's biggest draw, I feel like, is that, and it always has been, is that, there's nothing that ever forces you to do anything in this game. It's your own path, but more and more there's kind of more of a progression system, and with the achievements, or whatever they're called now, I don't remember what they're called exactly, but you know what I'm talking about. There definitely is a system of progression, which is fine, but it evolved into a different game than it once was, which was just kind of a sandbox to do whatever. And now it's also a sandbox to do whatever still, but also it has these more adventure game like sort of specific elements, right, with the end, and now you can go through the end, and these are all great features, don't get me wrong, and the team at Mojang does pretty good work on all this new content that comes out. But it's nice to go back and just kind of have a time where it's literally just a sandbox, and it nurtures your creativity, because I feel that a lot of the time in modern Minecraft, it's all about optimization for me, right? Like, that's kind of the name of the game, because there's a goal, there's an end goal, and so I have to optimize to beat it, and not like completely optimize, like I'm not a speed runner, right? But still, it's like, okay, I want to find a village so I can put my house near the village so that I can trade to get better items later, and I need a good location with some specific set of natural resources, so I can get these resources, make it easier on myself, blah blah blah. This goes on. And in old Minecraft, that's just not the case. You can do whatever, because there is no progression. I mean, there's the Nether, but that only exists to be there to make the game more exciting, right? There's no like Eyes of Ender that you need to craft by getting blaze rods in the Nether, right? It's literally just there so you can explore it and get some resources like glowstone, and like, I don't remember if Nether quartz is in that version of the game, but you know what I mean, netherrack, whatever. And that's about it. I mean, that's all there is. There's no wither, right? There's no bosses at all. All you have to do is whatever you want to do. And I think it really brings back the beauty of Minecraft, and I feel much more creative playing it. I feel like, well, yeah, I'll just build this. I don't have any reason to, but I don't need a reason to. And I think that's kind of the beauty of it. Yeah, I think it's great, because in normal Minecraft, a lot of the time I'd be like, yeah, I could build this, but why? Why would I build that? And I think, that's kind of a topic just on growing up, and kind of losing that sort of childhood creativity. I still think of myself as a very creative person, but not in the same way, not in a way where I harness that creativity for no other reason than just to be creative, because that's the thing, is everything has to have a reason, everything has to be for something, like as you get older, right? You don't do things just cause. It's like, well, I'll do this and it's fun, but I'm also doing it cause this. I mean, I guess the whole act of video games would be, oh, because this, but I mean, I'm honestly a little hypocritical, because, I don't know, hypocritical is just ironic, because by the creation of this YouTube channel, I mean, that's exactly what I'm doing, is I'm building a purpose for me to be playing video games, right? Which once was like one of the only things in my life that I did for no other reason, because it was fun to do. And so, older versions of Minecraft Beta 1.7.3, it fosters that sort of childhood creativity, and it nourishes it in a way that I've not really experienced much very recently, and it's kind of a breath of fresh air. It's really nice, and I've really been enjoying I've really been enjoying playing it. It's just a really, really nice time. Another thing that I think contributes to that sort of sense of wonder that old Minecraft has and nourishes in you is the fact that there's so many things in newer versions of Minecraft. I mean, Minecraft 1.20 just came out. And there's so many things, there's like all these different items and all these different things, and the more that they add to the game, the less you kind of use your imagination, but also the more you're able to imagine. It's kind of a weird thing, because it's like, yes, there's more items, so you don't have to imagine like things playing out, because you can actually make those things happen because there's so many new items in the game. But at the same time, it's like you can imagine new and greater things that are going on, because essentially Minecraft is like a sandbox where you imagine, it's like the effect of like playing old, like, I don't know, older games when you were little, right? I don't know, old N64 games or old PS2 games, right? And when you're younger, you look back and you remember on these games, right? They seem so lifelike and realistic, and then you go back and play them, and you're like, oh, this doesn't look anything like life, like real life at all. Like, what was I thinking? But it's that imagination again, that childhood imagination that makes it seem that way. And I think older versions of Minecraft definitely like captured that so well. I mean, I remember, like seeing what I thought were crazy things, when I played Minecraft when I was younger, because I've been playing Minecraft, a good chunk of my life. And, playing Minecraft when I was younger, I remember seeing like crazy things and cliffs and like, what, just being amazed, and going back and being like, or just growing up and more playing Minecraft and being like, yeah, these things aren't so crazy, especially with like the new Caves and Cliffs update that came out a couple updates ago. It's like, it's really cool to see like, wow, like these expansive caves, but it's not crazy anymore. It's not like, wow, this is crazy. It's just like, yeah, that's just how the game looks. Versus an older Minecraft, and granted, a lot of people also enjoy older Minecraft because the terrain generation is different, and it's more likely to make things that just aren't like physically possible, right? It's more likely to do crazy stuff like with mountains and have floating islands, or like crazy overhangs, or like whatever stuff that would never be possible, right, in real life. That they changed. I don't remember which update they changed it in. Might have been the combat. I don't remember which update they changed it in, but they changed the world generation to be more realistic and have less of these crazy things. And then they kind of, compensated for that with Caves and Cliffs, but it's still very much more like bound in reality, versus older Minecraft is just like, yeah, whatever, dude, like whatever, just like have anything, it doesn't matter, it's a game. And I get why they changed that, but at the same time, the older world gen, I mean, it's so fantastical, it's not possible in real life, which is what's so cool about it, is you feel like anything is possible in the world, because I mean, look, there's a floating island, like that's crazy. And so yeah, that's just another reason that older Minecraft kind of like was so good for that imagination and that creativity, because it would have these crazy things and you could just make whatever out of them, and there was all these crazy like formations, and you can make cool houses with them. And not to say that those things don't exist in newer Minecraft, it's just not exactly the same, because like I said, they're still so bound in reality. They're so based in reality, but yeah, so I think that's most of what I have to say. I've been having a good time. I recently was building a thing. I don't think I have any footage of it because, well, it's very complicated, but Yeah, the recording of this video, definitely, I thought originally it was going to take a lot longer and I needed some stuff. Anyways, point being, it worked, so now I'm recording it. Well, I mean, yes, but not the footage that you see. Anyways, point being, I've been having a lot of fun with it. I love just building little things. I think I'm probably building a little house or something in the footage you're watching. I don't know. I haven't recorded it yet, but that's probably what I'm doing. It's what I plan on doing. Anyways, I think the main takeaway from this video, if any, is just that things, not everything has to have a distinct purpose or a higher purpose for it to be worth doing. I think that while there's a lot of things worth doing for many different purposes, in life, I think that also it's important to remember that sometimes you can just do something because you want to, and it'll make you happy. And I don't think that everything always needs more purpose than that. It's something that I feel like I forget a lot, try to remember, but I think it's just an important idea to keep in mind. And this version of Minecraft and going back and playing it and experiencing it, I guess reminded me of that. So, yeah, I think that's about it for this video. I'm actually recording this little outro segment about a year and some change since the rest of the voiceover that you have been listening to. I just kind of went back and found it, and I figured that it was worth posting, and I wanted to post it. I do plan on making more content similar to this video on this channel. So if you liked this video, then leave it a like, because I would like if you did that. And also subscribe if you really, really liked it. And if you want, you could leave a comment. You could leave a comment if you have a favorite memory associated with this version of Minecraft, or just any other details or points that you'd like to make about it. Feedback on the video is also always appreciated, and if there's something that you want to hear me talk about in the future, feel free to put that down there as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will see y'all in the next one. Bye bye.